Hi, everybody. We're back in the green room at the Martin Luther King Tribute for 2010, starting a new decade off with our mayor, Sam Adams. Sam, thank you so much for stopping by, visiting us, giving us a greeting, and sharing what's going on with city programs.
Well, thanks for the invitation, and thanks to you and the entire team for putting on this really important and obviously enthusiastic celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King's vision and legacy.
Well, you've been with us throughout the 25 years on several occasions, and we appreciate that. And we also appreciate the fact that you're coming off your first year as mayor. And I'd like to just ask you for some highlights generally about how your administration has gone and what's happened in the city.
Well, it's been a tough year for a lot of Portlanders, and so we've really focused on increasing our services and our programs to help those folks that are feeling the impacts of the recession. So even though we had to cut the city's budget across the board to balance as required by state law, we increased services for homeless and housing assistance by 40%. And we increased our funding for small businesses who are having a heck of a time by about 35%. So in addition to that, then we've set up an effort called the Portland Plan, working with all of Portland and its great diversity, geographic, ethnic, everything. Set up this program called the Portland Plan that we're taking care of folks that we need to help right now, but with the Portland Plan, we're looking out 25 years to plan for a better future. Well, it's this year we started a program called Youth Corps, and it served for the first time, about 3,800 students in high school, from rising ninth graders to seniors. We had about 1,100 jobs, summer jobs for youth, about 33% of those African Americans, another 25% Latino Hispanic Americans. That, we've got the highest youth unemployment rate in the history of this country this past summer. We doubled the number of slots for summer school to help students stay up on their core academics, which is we know from our own studies and experience that that's a key way to reduce the dropout rate. And then we also started work site and university and college site visits for kids that were at risk of dropping out, to show them what's possible if they stay in school. Why are we doing this? We've got a 8th grade dropout rate of about 42%.
That's really high.
Really high. And just, for African Americans, it's in the high 30s. Latinos, it's in the high 30s. So, this is not only a parent problem, not only a student problem, not only a school problem, but it's a community problem. And so we've really worked to bring the community in to support the success of parents, students, and schools.
What can we look for this year?
Well, a lot of we know holds students back is, from really putting the effort into school, is that they don't think they can afford college, and or their parents have problems with credit rankings or what have you, and so we only have 18% of Portland's high school graduates going on to university or college.
Is that low?
It's really, really low. So if you imagine, we have a 43% dropout rate. Then of those that graduate, only 18% go on to college. So this year we're going to be looking at scholarships for kids that make the effort to stay in high school, scholarships for college programs and skills training, because we know it will lower the dropout rate, and it's what kids deserve.
And in all of these programs, there's a focus to be inclusive. Am I correct?
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at, where Portland has some of the best high schools and the worst high schools in the entire state in the same city. And the dividing line, shamefully, is too focused on race and household income. And so everything that I'm working on and my administration is working on is to help students of color and their families and poor white families have the same sort of educational opportunities that leads to economic opportunities as everyone else has. I think that every parent, regardless of race, creed, background, or income, every parent should realistically expect to see their student walk across that stage and get a diploma.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, we want to thank you for taking your time
You
to
bet.
come and share with us. We hope to see you in many more programs. I don't know if I'll be here 25 more years, but who knows? We might be.